clock. They're going to bring everyone's tickets down a little bit, which is what you have to do as the attackers. And the Union, they're actually going straight back into this.
Feeding men to the meat grinder.
Indeed. And the CSA is kind of spread out right now. They're converging a little more by more. First VA Cav approaching the center as well with the 51st PA. Both sides just pouring in here though.
Federal attacks are just non-stop right now, and I think it's just gonna be really a lot of pressure right there in that middle road.
More CSA approaching in. First Missouri. Quickly on our other side, we see 2nd MS here. They're charging 5th VA on this flank, just knocking them out. CSA capping the point again. They go down to engaged, but it's not really going to matter. There's some artillery. I don't know how many that killed. You can kind of see it through the smoke, but the CSA's got artillery right up front here. Some point-blank shots.
Artillery did get sharp before, so it's a little tough.
So, Union's got CSA in a nice spot right now, because if CSA recaps, they can just charge in like they are now and get ahead on tickets by a lot.
It's even tickets now.
Yep. Union's still pushing in. They're getting all their reinforcements still.
Yeah, both sides hit engage. This is not too surprising. We saw IVB very, very aggressive last week. It worked very, very effectively. It was a very decisive win. But now it looks like IVB splitting up into two kind of prongs here. One group is charging this JD group, and CSA is falling back, wanting to avoid casualties.
It seems to me that IVB is trying to get the lowest attacking time possible by just constantly tapping the point and trying to take us down, which is a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, that's exactly what you gotta do. And will they cap? It looks like they are capping.
I don't think so.
So this is indeed the strategy.
Yeah, they're just going to keep constantly flooding people onto the point.
I don't know. CSA is kind of probing. They're not really engaging. You do have a couple guys behind the church. Who do we have here? Let's just quickly look at the CSA line. You see 51st PA behind the church. Back to their right, you see a decent portion of KB. To the far right side, you see JD. And then on the very, very far left, not going in any particular order, I see 1st Missouri and 5th Virginia. Colquitt's Brigade is somewhere. I missed them.
Looks like IVB is actually a little behind on tickets right now.
Yeah, you're right.
It's very, very slight. Those Confederate volleys on the IVB are pretty effective.
Yeah, you can kind of see these dead bodies here, but IVB's all clumped up in one area, so not terribly surprising.
Here comes KB,
right
right from around the church.
You can see him.
So 9th New York's pushing forward, volley by KB. Artillery has been overrun.
Looks like JD's going to get a flank in him on the fence line.
They are indeed. They're going to have nice shots, too, that they should be able to hit. There's now a big question. Does Union have any artillery?
They have a little bit.
They have
actually,
8. So artillery could hit JD here. It'd be a nice opportunity. I mean, I'm not terribly... I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I was going to say I'm not terribly surprised CSA's ahead on tickets, but at the same time, Union's in the open here, so...
Captain Nitro of 18th Mississippi is about to be firing around right into him on that fence line.
Oh, here goes Collector. 1, 2. Dies. Oh, we got someone else here from IVB. Oh, a couple more, are they? No, only a couple guys here.
Wow. 9th New York's getting torn apart. Or was that IVB? Oh, yeah. Whoever is on that straight fence is getting destroyed.
And there goes JD. They just got hit by a cannon round.
Hey, there we go. But
I wonder if it wouldn't be too terrible of an idea to just send some guys over to that artillery. Might get some easy tickets.
for CSA or USA?
Yeah, for maybe to send some guys over there.
9th New York is charging here. They are outnumbered. So I guess IVB doesn't have to really worry about tickets to the attackers if they just hold this for a while and win the game. But regardless, they're going to knock everyone down. We do see some CSA guys charging out. I don't know why they're doing this. 25th North Carolina. Here comes the rest of the CSA. It makes a little more sense.
They're charging south. They're charging south.
Not too bad.
Figure now if
It's,
JD pushes in and collapses that flank, they can clear the Federals completely up the point.
So more. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the BLN Wednesday Season 2 Championship. It's going to be hype. We have the Rank 3 12th Virginia starting as CSA Round 1, USA Round 2, and Rank 1 JD as USA Round 1, CSA Round 2 on the Burnsides Bridge. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video in the description, hit the link, and you can get behind the scenes videos and videos before everyone else. Our teams for tonight on the CSA side. The 12th VA side, who is CSA Round 1, USA Round 2. We have 12th VA, 9th Corps, Mississippi Brigade, Corn Brigade, and the Missouri State Guard. Colquitt just swapped over as well. That was a last-minute change. And then on the JD side, who is USA Round 1, CSA Round 2, you have JD, 5th Virginia, 1st Cherokee Mounted Rifles, Irish Volunteer Brigade, Sussy Brigade, and Graves Battery. Huzzah to that. So, announcing with me tonight, we first have Prattley.
Hello, yes, I'm here as always, and the true leader of Battleline Network.
we have Sussy Line Network, we got Northern Virginia Network, Battleline Network, and now Prattley Line Network. And then we also got Corden.
I'm Corden. I'm Eagle's official sidekick.
That is very true.
No ambition. No ambition.
Bus couldn't be here with us tonight. He's busy with a friend. He did want me to say, though, that 12th VA, he thinks 12th VA is going to win. But we will see. One thing I forgot.
Hold on, Eagle, you forgot to mention that. That's objectively a lie. Bus doesn't have any friends. He can't be busy with one.
That is a fair point. So, with that out of the way, we have started round one. I got to quickly open something up because I've been focusing on nearly everything else. But here we go. The lovely scoreboard in action here tonight. Burnsides Bridge Championship. Huzzah. So, I guess Prattley, while we have some time to kill, who do you think's going to win?
I got to go with 12th VA. They're defending first, and we've seen them win every time they're defending on the playoff matches. And to be honest, Burnsides, yes, it's a map that the attackers should win most times. But if you have a really determined defense and you just do not let them get across that bridge, yes, you're going to lose casualties doing it, but you're going to be able to slow the time down enough to win it at the end. And the Union has a lot of artillery right now. I could see 12th VA pulling out a shock on the defending side again.
Indeed, and speaking of that, a 300-man server, perfectly balanced. Again, thank you, Colquitts, for swapping over. Confederates have 9 men on artillery, Union having 12. One thing I did forget to mention is that if the audio is off, please say something in the chat so it's fixed. I think it should be good, but if it's not, please fix. Corded, who do we think is going to win tonight?
I think we might see JD get the upper hand in the first round.
Ah.
I mean, if they decide to put this many people on artillery, they might know what they're doing. They must have a lot of trust in these guys. And I'm sure they've studied this map enough to know what a good Union strategy would be.
I will say those opening artillery shots were exactly where they should have gone if the CSA was still on point. But they're not. They've all moved off to either side of it.
And speaking of that, yeah, let's go through the CSA defenses. We have 9th Corps on the far left side. Looks like some Colquitts guys are with them. MSG, their guys in the center. On the far right side, Corn Brigade. And then 12th VA holding it down on the far right side. You see the Irish Volunteer Brigade up in front first. We love watching them do this, or I do anyways. A strategy I wish Union or any team did more. Sprint from spawn for a ways, then get your bayonets and reloads while you're regaining that stamina. Allows you to, I think, move more efficiently. So, yeah, this is very hype.
And I'm happy to see that the CSA has put so many guys on the left side of the bridge. from the Union perspective, right side from their perspective, because I feel like these days that's the way we see Union typically going. The right side of the bridge is really tough for Union. Yes, if you break through, you have a great position. You can get up to the orchard and into that stone wall position, and it's very hard to kick them out of there. But it's a steeper hill. It's really hard to get up there, and you don't have any cover the whole way up. Whereas the left side, you have the road, you have some defilade and stuff. So I'm happy to see CSA down there preventing them doing that so easily.
Indeed. I was kind of surprised. I lit a match this previous weekend on that Friday, and we did Burnside's Bridge, and I was surprised when we went to the left, but I guess based off that, that makes a lot of sense. And here goes the Union. They're going to go their first assault here. Oh, never mind. They're stopping. Why are they stopping? Remember, the whole Union team has to listen to Jackson's division commands, and it looks like they're all grouping up here.
Yeah, they're getting into as big a clump as they can.
IVB.
But luckily, the CSA Arty is not really in position yet, so that shouldn't make them pay too much. I think they're just trying to prevent getting strung out in the charge. They're going right.
They're going right. Are they going to charge straight into them, though? We'll see. Some IVB guys going forward. The rest of the Union kind of heading back into that corner where we've seen them in the past.
The defenders on this side of the bridge are going to have a real tough time for the CSA if they get charged immediately, because they just don't have the numbers. But it doesn't look like they are charging immediately, and CSA is moving across the top of the hill to reposition and be on top of them.
We do have some IVB pushing up right into the CSA.
Yeah, CB gets there right in time, though. Look at that. CB just moved there and got a full volley into him.
So will the rest of the Union help IVB, though? It doesn't really look like that. It looks like IVB is more of a distraction so that the rest of the Union team can reform on this corner side. 12th VA charging in. Are they
trying to go round the far right here? I think they're going to try and go up for the stone wall.
Here comes Union. Yep. Yeah. Red dying out in front. Who's surprised?
CSA is sweeping across the hill. They're going to pinch the Union into a corner of the map here.
Colquitt's 9th Corps getting some beautiful shots here on the 59NY Haunts Brigade. Engagements happening all across the map here.
CSA's got to move quick or else they're going to lose that orchard, and Union's going to run straight up there.
We need some of that artillery to come in from the Union.
I've seen some shots landing, but they've been landing right between the lines. None of them have quite landed on the line.
CSA very spread out, indecisive, some charging in, some not. Union's all blobbed up, though, and this is huge for the Union. You can kind of see this with the ticket differential. It's not as bad as one would think, but...
It's time, though. They're getting them down very early on the clock.
And if we hit right-click here, you can see CSA, a lot of them are just sitting back. They're not pushing in. Union having, I see one flag up right now, but...
Union's going to the stone wall now. Now they're going to the stone wall on the orchard. I'm surprised the CSA didn't push guys straight from spawn up there.
Yeah, CSA
or flank around with their remaining guys to get over there. They're going to get there too late now. The Union's already going to be there. They might not have enough med to hold it, but it's going to make it a lot more costly for the CSA.
Indeed.
And if the Union is smart, they'll be able to get across the bridge unopposed again.
Yeah, Union's going to get 2 of their flags over there. Let's see, which 2 flags are these? Let's see, Gunner and Doink. There's JD's company and Sussy's. So one big, one medium-sized company. So a lot of respawns are possible from that position.
That'll be good for the Union. It'll be intriguing to see what 12th VA does. First, our CSA artillery hitting a tree, but Corded, what does the CSA do in a position like this?
What I always like to do as CSA is to just wrap around, go towards your spawn, wrap around behind your artillery, and get on. Like if you have two groups, get one on either side of the stone wall, and then just start pushing that way. So it basically just eliminates that cover. The CSA also has the guys' cannons right here that can just look straight into the wall right here, and none of these guys are looking right at it yet.
Yeah, but on the flip side for those cannons, Union can run up there. They go briefly in desertion, but they can run up there and kill those gun crews, and those are skirmishing and out of line kills for them.
And it looks like CSA spawns are going back to the point where their friendlies are.
And more Union crossing the bridge now.
If they coordinate this right, those guys will cross the bridge, and the Union will come out from the stone wall behind the CSA, and they'll pinch them between the 2 groups.
I mean, CSA has got to defeat these groups in detail if they're going to have any shot at this.
Doctor, I'm with you. Let's go.
Thank you, William. for the super chat there. Let's go 59th, 59NY. Huzzah to that. And CSA
IVB is going to make it up to the Stonewall as well. They're not even trying to stop them. They're
They're-
going to make it up there fine.
Does CSA, I mean, I would maybe say CSA wants Union to cap here, but CSA is engaging on the point. If you don't know what the rules of the playoffs are, so we play the same map twice, we flip sides, and basically whoever wins the game quicker, if the event results in a 1-1, then whoever wins quicker wins the tiebreaker. So the time is calculated based on how far that black timer ticks down, right? If the Union team, the attacking team, caps the point, that black timer stopped. So that time in the counterattack phase does not go to the total end timing phase. So capping the point's an interesting maneuver in this.
The CSA guns are now aiming into that orchard, but they've lost a bunch of guys doing it. I can see a lot of artillery bodies there.
Yeah, those guns shooting. How was that shot? Hey,
Oh, yeah,
that's a good
both
hit.
of those shots hit. One of them was canister, one of them was, I think, case. They definitely got some kills there.
Indeed, they
Look at that
did.
gap on the line on the fence there.
It's decently
it would-
large.
I think it would be good for the CSA cannon to blow up this fence right here. I'm not sure if it's destructible though. It's a different straight fence from the rest of the normal ones. I guess if it hasn't been broken yet, it's probably not destructible yet. Trust me,
59th,
trust me, I know you're watching this.
It looks like some of Sussy are going to go charge the guns, but actually they've just been reinforced by Corn Brigade, so I don't think they're going to anymore.
Indeed. I think Confederates aren't being aggressive because they don't want to lose a lot of tickets. They want to stay back on the point, force Union to come to them, keep that black timer ticking. More Union costing the bridge. Looks like some first Delaware guys, some Cherokee mounted rifle guys.
Here goes the Union. They're all coming out of the orchard now. They're charging the guns. I don't think they know CB's on their flank.
I don't know if CB knows they're going. No, they do.
CB's certainly not going to win that engagement.
No, and
but
the
they could get
Confederates
some
engaged.
kills.
I think they should shoot and fall back.
Yeah, they should not charge in there. That's going to be a surefire way for them to get wiped. To be honest, I didn't see a lot of bodies drop there from the CB volley.
And they're gonna let they're just gonna stay
No,
there.
they're gonna get enveloped if they stay there.
And here they go.
More CSA coming in to reinforce now. This could actually be the chance they needed to get the Union wiped off at this point, though.
It would be good for them. They are losing a lot of tickets here.
But
though.
yeah, I mean,
Oh
look
my
at that
goodness.
ticket loss.
Let's see how much was out of line cost them on this map.
I mean, it might cost Union in return because the end of the charge, as we know, is always going to have a lot of out of lines in it.
That helps the attackers. In most instances, not in this when the CSA is all bunched up like this. On top of that, Union, if they lose this, which it looks like they might.
They probably will, but I think they left... No, they didn't leave their flags behind. They just left a skirmishing group on the wall. Their flags all went out with them. They're going to lose all of their flags and the position here as well.
If CSA decided to charge these guys out, they massively outnumber them.
Those 4 flags are still sitting behind that tree. If CSA goes charge them, they'll wipe these guys.
Yeah. These Union guys just need to get their flags and go. Go back to that Stonewall, and there they go.
Here goes
CSA has
CSA.
time to charge these guys out,
And here
charge
they
the
go.
guys on the Stonewall, and get back to the bridge in time.
Some of them charging, some of them not.
If I was Union here, I'd be going nothing and go to get across that bridge while the CSA is distracted and maybe go up the left side where you're not going to meet any resistance.
And CSA is charging in a little late. The Union's going to be able to prepare. I don't know if it'll matter, though, with how many numbers the CSA has.
Yeah, the CSA has the numbers, but they'll lose more men because they're having to vault the fence.
I do want to report that IVB has flipped their own cannon.
How did they
This is
do
why
that
they
on
don't pick
Burnside?
artillery.
How do you flip your own cannon on a map like this where no one's shooting back at you? CSA is winning on the straight fence.
Flags are all getting away, though. All the flags are running back down the wall right now, and all of them are getting away.
The Union flags?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
they need to do. They need to get those things out of there.
Oh, no, now they're going.
Aussie gets
Now they're
one from
going.
9th Corps. Mount's going to try to get away, though, with his flag. Union has lost another flag
But this is
Campbell.
not good for CSA. Look at the tickets. They're almost down at taking losses already. Union only halfway through engaged. And look at this. Union's making it across the bridge now while the CSA are all distracted. They can get across unopposed.
Beautiful.
And this is the thing. You cannot give them that stone wall position. It's what we talked about at the beginning of the game. Once the Union gets that stone wall, you have no way to kick them off. And actually, I think CSA's best option there, actually, I think was to pull all the way over to the right side of the hill, as far away from Union as possible to make Union come out and do something.
So
Because now they're almost at taking losses, and they're still, it's going to be like 30 minutes when they hit taking losses, which is very fast.
yeah,
You can't just half engage the Union on this map. You have to either like full force somehow, or just stay all the way back, because you're just gonna get torn up if you go, if you kind of just half-ass the attack.
And Union's doing a nice job here. This is kind of the dream for Union on this map, is to get the CSA fully engaged and distracted on one position, and then while they're distracted, get your force back across on the other side and be in position again.
Yeah,
I'll be interested to see if they go right or left here, though.
Yeah, you can see how spread out the CSA is right now. This would be a great time for Union to cross, and they are.
Yep, they're going left this time. Exactly what I said. They've got the
They
CSA all distracted on the right, and now they're going left.
they're kind of going up and to the right. This is, I haven't seen push like this except for when CSA is on breaking her last stand.
They are going to run into the CSA on top of that hill, though, and Collector's at the front. We'll see if he goes down first.
Looks like they're gonna do the same thing they did
Collector
before.
knows they're there.
Just kind of screen the rest of the Union advance to the left.
IVB does have shots. CSA is going to hit taking losses here in this charge.
Yeah, Corn Brigade's very delayed in their response, though. So guys were still running when they were being shot at. CSA going down to taking losses.
IVB is most certainly going to get wiped here because they are very spread out from everyone else. But that's the same thing that we saw on the first bridge crossing, is IVB basically distracted the CSA so the Union could all get across the bridge without being shot.
Yeah, you can kind of see that the rest of the Union going down to that bottom of that hill. But there's a lot of like Rambo fighting out here between Union CSA guys. Union likes
This might
a
actually
lot.
give CSA a leg up back into the fight because there's a lot of Union out of lines.
Yeah. CSA's got
that's
to be
for sure.
wary. Got to be
Union's
wary.
pretty consolidated on the left, and there's actually a good bit of CSA on the CSA left side over here. 9th Corps all the way over here, and there's no Union for them to shoot at.
Well, I think they're trying to pick off guys as they cross the bridge, which they are. There are
JD's
still guys
hitting.
crossing.
JD's charging in the 12th VA with some Union guys as well. Mix of groups here. And it looks like the JD charge is working. Again, Confederates are very spread out here. And this is hurting them a lot.
And actually, 9th Corps is getting a good number of out-of-line kills here as the Union is crossing the bridge, but it's not going to matter. I mean, they're halfway through taking losses already.
Exactly. The big thing is, can 9th Corps and that Colquitz group prevent this next Union blob from getting across? I wonder if that's what CSA is thinking, but if we look at this Union push, Union is pushing CSA back to their song. CSA falling back.
And this is my favorite position as Union. Sometimes you can flank around this way. Union can be on this straight fence looking down the road straight into CSA spawn. If you can get a significant amount of team here and you've already wiped the CSA, you can just spawn trap them into oblivion.
And it looks like they might be pulling back off this.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go all the way. I mean, they know it's a risk doing that because they'll run into a lot of CSA coming out of the spawn, and it's going to be a losing fight sooner or later.
Indeed. So, Union's forming on their side of the bridge. They're not bonsaiing across. JD wanting to hold everyone back for now, but...
Well, Red's banzaiing across.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, they're going. Venom's with him.
9th Corps, this is your chance.
And Red
going
goes
down.
down again. 9th Corps has pretty consistently been picking off some out of lines here and there.
What?
Here we go. Here comes the big Union group.
Yeah, the 9th Corps group used their shots too early. They were shooting at those out of lines, and now IVB is going to get across without taking too many losses.
Can CSA see the Union position from where 9th Corps is at? Like on the bridge?
It's not very easy.
No,
they
you
kinda
can see the funnel of the bridge. You can see the mouth of it pretty easily.
Yeah,
But other than
and
that,
it's
tough.
still pretty far away, so they're not going to get too good of shots.
Yeah, you want to be shooting blobs.
So
Well, you want to be closer when you're shooting. because it's just going to be inaccurate at that
CSA
range.
is pushing out of their spawn again.
Yeah, and Union taking losses here. So
But I mean, it's half a morale state difference, and we know big engagements on this map are a loss for CSA. I am a little surprised Union has pulled so far back, all the way back to the road, more or less, because they had a fairly strong force up here on the hill, and they're letting the CSA reoccupy their positions. They might be doing it so they can get another charge on them. I thought they would sweep across the hill to try and surround that 9th Corps group, because honestly,
50A.
that alone would make them breaking.
5th VA is charging out into the middle. MSG is going to hit him, though. It looks like a mix of Union guys. 5th VA, the head front, but all these Union guys are probably going to die here. Actually,
Well,
maybe not. Maybe
No,
not.
they're wiping a bunch of Rambos on the point, and look how fast the CSA is dropping.
Yeah, I thought there was more Union up there, and the rest of the Union turn up. CSA from spawn charging in. CSA might hit breaking.
CSA will hit breaking in this charge for sure, 100%. Look
That's
how
a lot
fast
of
they're
charging-
dropping. You
that's a
can see
lot
the
of
bar
charging
just
on us.
disappearing.
They're turning each other's flanks here. Who's winning, though? Union seems to be winning as of now, but there is a
Union's
CSA
winning
push.
on the point, the CSA's winning on the flank.
Confederates are breaking.
And that's the whole objective of that push. It's not to win the charge necessarily, it's just to make sure that they go breaking. Because now they have 25 minutes and half a morale state up to shoot them down to last stand.
Exactly. Rest of the CSA making their way to the point right now.
Union's still alive at point. They still have a fair number of guys. They need to get back there or else they're going to just lose on the spot.
Here comes 9th Corps going in for that flank. Points going back in favor of the CSA.
Yeah, Union will be wiped, but I don't think it's going to matter. Look, the CSA is still losing a ton of tickets just by being in a charge.
So 25 minutes. Union finally losing up there. They have some Rambos up here, but regardless of that,
in my opinion now, the CSA needs to brave the artillery, brave the Union shots, and sit really close to the bridge and just say, you are not crossing this bridge, and try and play for time as much as possible.
I disagree, Pratley. I think they should turtle.
Exactly. I think Eagle
I mean,
has the right
one way or
idea.
another, they have to play for time. They can't
They're gonna
turtle
have-
because
Yeah.
they're breaking.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
gonna have to aggressively defend that bridge.
Yeah, they have to sit
That's-
right at the mouth of the bridge and just try and destroy the Union when they cross. And yeah, you'll lose tickets doing it because you'll take artillery shots, you'll take rifle fire. But at this point, they're not going to win the match unless the USA does something really, really wrong. So they just need to play for time and make it take as long as possible so they have an easier time as the attackers.
So some Union guys are crossing the bridge right now, and they're gunning it to the left side. There's no flag or anything over here. I don't know why only a few of them are going. Here comes some more.
They're hoping to recover the flags, I think.
Why?
A unit is crossing now. It's IVB, JD, mix of both. And the CSA's not in position to stop them yet. They're not in position.
No, they're just starting to move out to their original defensive positions.
A bunch of small groups crossing.
Yeah, I don't know why
How-
all the small groups are crossing.
I think the idea is if you go in small groups, it makes it difficult for the CSA because if they use all their shots, then the large group just goes. And if you don't use your shots, then the groups get across.
But
Yeah.
I would think if you're doing something like that, you would want to do it a little closer together because, I mean, CSA is probably going to get another load in before the back half of these guys get in. Assuming CSA fired on the first shot, which they haven't really.
And CSA is pretty far back. I say 12th VA and Corn Brigade all the way up
Yeah,
the top of
they're
the
trying
hill.
to engage on the far right. I think they should be engaging on the bridge.
Yeah, right now, like almost half the Union team is across.
They don't have their flags.
at least a quarter.
That's the saving grace for the CSA.
What?
But the thing is, it
Kind
doesn't
of-
matter about flags because one good charge and the CSA is going to be basically at last stand or
Why?
anyway.
Why is Colquitt's and 9th Corps so far back?
That's
Unions,
a good question.
unless they're like a reserve force to hit point, but you need all the men together.
I
in any
think I
type of
think that
charge.
Big
I,
groups
I would
crossing.
I would say the CSA is trying to get in positions now where they can't be insta
Oh.
charge, where the Union can't just cross the bridge and charge immediately. Because in that 9th Corps position that they originally held, as soon as they crossed the bridge, the Union was going to charge them.
Yeah. I don't know why they're all holding back, right? You know Union doesn't have flags. At least I think you would know. So you should be stopping
Yeah,
them
the
from crossing the bridge.
The volleys from back there are terrible. That's what that was. I saw so many
Here
shots
comes
going to
Union.
water.
They're crossing the road. Will CB waste their shots here on the first few? They gotta wait until enough Union's in position to get good shots on them.
They're gonna need help from their CSA friends over in the middle.
That was not a good volley from CB. They volleyed too early there.
Yeah, you also,
CSA is outnumbered on this side.
oh, and here come Union. Yeah, that CB officer was trying to get his guys to hold, but they were just itching to fire.
And this, just CB being wiped might be enough to take him to last stand. With the tickets on this map, you know, we know that it's very heavy in favor of Union because of the positions they have to push. One unit wipe might be enough to take him all the way down. I mean, it's frightening actually watching the ticket bars on this map and seeing how quickly the CSA bar just melts.
So Union continuing to go in. The remainder of this charge is very spread out, right? You still have guys from the Union sitting back. I don't know if there's a flag there or not, but
There isn't. McPhail just got up one of the Union flags at least.
Yeah,
He's
look
trying to
at
get back down to the river.
so Union
I mean,
goes on the
again,
break
it doesn't matter though because they took out another half of CSA morale state there.
Yeah, exactly. But looks like Mr. Major Hillbill wants to. Never mind. Did McPhail die? No, McPhail is alive and well with the flag. Look at him go.
The other flags are still down for Union, I think, though. I don't think they got another one out there.
Actually, this isn't a flag; it's a stick on my screen.
Oh
it's
no,
just a
they do
stick.
have 2 flags out of there. The Union now has 2
Oh.
flags on the bank.
Yeah, look at that USA flag. That stick.
But either way, the majority of them are going to be crossing the bridge because it like if you're trying to respawn the whole team, it is faster to run back there and cross over than it is to spawn flag.
So, looking at our Confederate defensive position, 12th VA MB guys holding up on the right, 9th Corps behind, Corn Brigades respawning in, 12th VA, Fuse Wall here running around, trying to gauge what's happening. MSG is holding on point. You have a caisson flipped over for the CSA. It's kind of funny. But, yeah, now we're just waiting a couple of minutes to see the Union move in.
CSA now doing a typical move. They are moving back into the corner of the snake fences.
No. This always happens.
That is just a
and-
way to play for time. That's all that is. You can
Well-
you can hold the point for quite a while doing that, even if you're not doing a lot of damage.
You could, but pretty much all the Union is across the bridge. And
Well, maybe
you
that's
have,
why
like,
they're
a
pulling
four-year
back.
ticket
They
slot.
need the defensive position.
Okay, but don't stand in the corner because that's like the most predictable thing ever.
No, it looks like they're mostly going further down the fence on either side of it.
We'll see if this works. I mean, what? We are 25 minutes into the match right now. About 26 now. What is a good attacking time? I mean, I think 12 could overcome this.
I've seen Burnside's matches go in like 12, 15 minutes, so this is not terrible by any means.
Yeah, we haven't seen JD attempt to cap at all as well.
No, I think JD as 12th VA have also talked about in their post match interviews. I think both teams are going to just play to win the match first and foremost, and then see about time.
Because that's the important thing. Because as you've said, Pratley, numerous times, people focus too much on that time to try to win a tiebreaker. Because I will say, in coordination, that tiebreaker rule is talked about so much so that people can understand it. So I think people overemphasize how important that is. You got to win the match. As you've said, Pratley, people focus too much on the time.
And this is a Union team who is not focusing on the time. They're focusing on winning the game. And by doing that, the game is going reasonably quickly.
Yeah, and here goes the Union right now, going to cross
And
that
they're going
bridge.
to be unopposed again. And actually, there's a charge happening on the far CSA right as well. The remaining Sussy guys are charging 12th VA,
Oh,
who
what?
doesn't seem to be
What?
aware of them.
What is 12th VA doing? I'm
I
sorry.
think 12th VA were trying to get a flank on point. They didn't realize the Union was still
Oh,
down there.
beautiful by the Union. This might force CSA in the last stand.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do enough if they wipe the 12th VA. Although the 12th VA shots were punishing them. Look how few Union guys made the charge. But even so, the tickets are almost gone for them.
Yeah, I mean, a couple more out of lines and CSA's down there. You still have some engaging happening here on the
They're kissing
corner.
the flag off.
A couple Union guys are still alive here. 12th VA has 2 guys left. Will this be last stand?
You're
I don't think it will
think
quite
so.
do it.
And nope, that's not last
But
stand.
I mean, it's
That's
great.
pretty-
All
that's
they
pretty
need
much
is a few
it.
kills.
All right,
Yeah,
Panzer.
one charge away.
Panzer getting a skirmishing kill, but That's
Look at
not-
this. Union is going round the far right again. They might even go back to the stone wall.
There's
Oh,
no
they're
doubt
cutting
he
it
was
in, they're
coming
cutting it in.
They were expecting the CSA to all be in the corner, and the CSA did not. They spread out along the fence line, so they're going back towards point now.
I mean,
And they're going to be
Union,
running the gauntlet of CSA shots the whole way.
Union splitting up, half going to the point, the other half charging. Union, there's a nice little defilade on the Union side of point. Union could just sit there and force the CSA to come to them, possibly. Confederates hitting last stand.
CSA is not going to lose a lot of men in this engagement, though, because they do have the advantages of the fences, and they got a full volley into that Union charge before it hit them.
Indeed.
The issue is, CSA is moving left down the fence. They're moving away from the point as Union moves onto point.
Yeah, it looks like a distraction charge. Union on point here. Confederates.
CSA all needs to move back right again.
I think Confederates will hold this. I mean, Union
They
split in
should,
half.
but they're going to be so low on men if they charge out to wipe the Union off. And what we often see here is the Union don't charge them. They just sit there respawning guys on their flags on those rocks and just shoot it out until CSA go out of men.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Although,
Unless
they
they
can't
decide to
take
charge
too
out.
long as Union because they will hit final push with enough of this.
Good Union artillery shot, getting a kill or two there.
Landing just a tiny bit long.
And
Well, I mean, at the very least for the Union, they can just keep
12 VA
pushing
charging.
people.
12 VA
Look-
is
keep
charging
pushing
off point.
people across
look
the
where
bridge.
5th VA is. That's where the Union should be. That's a nice little defilade they got. But, yep, here comes 12th VA. Maybe they're going to...
That's gonna wipe all of 12th VA out. I think
If-
they were trying to put them down to final push, and it's not gonna do it.
Exactly. If they're going to do that, you got to charge your whole team out. But...
Again, playing for time, I think, because that's brought it up to what, it's 30 minutes now that the game's been. That's not a bad attack, not a bad defensive time.
No, not... Yeah, it's phenomenal. Beautiful. So yeah, 30 minutes down so far in this game. Union will likely hit final push. For those of you who are wondering, if you don't know, the drop from the current timestamp down to the final push time, that is not added to the total attacking time. And we'll inform you how long 12th VA has to try and win next game, assuming JD wins this game, which at this point I see is happening. That point's going in favor of Union right now. Confederates
I've
are going to have
seen,
to charge out.
it doesn't happen often, but I've seen CSA manage to pull out a win in this position. If Union goes last stand and they aren't aggressive about, or final push, and they aren't aggressive about it, sometimes CSA has a sneaky number of guys on this fence who are able to just do a desperate push and hold it.
Well, we will see. But they're.
But here's the thing, I think CSA should charge out either way just to eat up more time. They know
Yeah.
they're not going to win the match at this point. Eat up as much of the time as you can. Because I've seen the attacking plan for this team, because obviously 9th Corps are my guys, so I saw what the plan is. And they have a fairly slow attacking plan, and they need that to be as much time as possible.
Here comes Knife. We're moving up on this guy on the left side.
Yep, there's a charge. They're trying to push him off. CSA
Yeah.
needs to go now if they want to stop him capping, though.
Yep, they're outnumbered. They gotta kill, kill, kill.
Here they go. Here they go. I don't know if there's even enough of them to stop the cap at this point. I don't think there's enough. I think they left it too long. Union got all of their guys in one big line there.
Indeed. So with that, being
That
said,
was 13:22 on the time, by the way.
thank you. And with that being said, 4 minutes 8 seconds there on the clock. Great win by JD. That's the first time we've seen attackers win in a hot minute in this event. Pratley, your thoughts for the round?
Yeah, I think both sides did a nice job there. I think the only mistake I saw was CSA not defending that orchard more heavily, because once you lose it to the Union, you're gonna lose a whole bunch of tickets trying to push them off, which is exactly what happened. I thought Union played that very nicely. They tried to win it rather than trying to win it on time, and I think that served them very well.
For sure. Corded, your thoughts?
Well, I think CSA all the time needs to put a high importance on defending the bridge, because I mean that's how it was held off so long in real life. They were right there at the bridge shooting as they come across, not right after they cross, and hold up on the banks or go in the orchard. That's kind of the biggest advantage that CSA has on this map. It's basically an open field that you can only fit like 3 guys across. So that just has to be utilized by every team. Union did a great job. Very aggressive. Drove the tickets down. Didn't cap out one time, which is actually not too surprising. Think about it. But yeah, JDD did a great job.
Yeah, agreed with that. With that being said, we'll see you in the second round. For now, enjoy some highlight reels from recent BLN broadcasts. With those 4 guys coming out for the Union.
I'm not running, you fucking coward!
Oh, here's that story.
How many fucking men? That's 6! I'm on a fucking ride!
5th NC Huncho in front going in here. Some HC guys in the barn. Will Huncho go in? Yes, he will.
Fucking cucks.
Huncho gets 1 kill.
There's no fucking way.
Sussy Brigade's going to win this.
That Lamat was not of much service there.
That was
friend.
Lamat too?
Yeah, that was Lamat.
You didn't fucking make it, did ya? Come here! What the?
This Star is trash talking.
He's inspiring the men.
I think he'd inspire both sides. It's kind of funny too, because Zepster's just walking to the left and to the right. He's not even doing anything. He's just beautiful. Just with the sides flip. There is a CSA Rambo. Can we catch him before he dies? Wow.
We both miss.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Wait.
You're gonna die now.
Wait.
Yeah, we both
Zapstar's still just getting it. He's still just knocking him down. Still in the fight. I actually thought the Confederates were going to win that whole little engagement. Up, and Zapstar wins the fucking...
Zapstar wins.
Where you going, bud?
Beautiful.
He carried that moment.
There's a ride of the Valkyries. I don't know, but here they go.
Oh god, dude.
They're going to wipe out the division. They have no chance. As soon as Zapstar started shouting, they had no chance.
No. So true, so true.
And Zapstar lives through yet another charge.
Wow.
What an impressive accomplishment. Really, living through 1 charge is more than you could ask for.
Reform!
They got wiped. Money out on his own again, kills the flag. Look, this guy is lethal.
We've seen Money throughout this season popping off like this. Huncho should.
He's about to take another shot. He's going to kill Tommy. He gets him. Kills the flag and then kills Tommy too.
And
he's getting away. They'll risk being encircled.
Money just killed a guy point blank. He's the guy Rambo in that woods. And oh, Wintermute sees him, I think.
No, he's just crouching there loading in front of him.
Dude.
Keep going, Money. Kill them all.
Kill them all.
Yeah,
the ball.
Trying to cap.
Union's shifting more and more guys to the point cap here.
Money's gonna kill this guy as well.
I know.
He just finished loading. Kill him, Money. Kill him.
Oh!
No, he doesn't. He doesn't see him. He doesn't see him, and Wintermute sees him now.
No, he doesn't.
Oh my god, he didn't see him.
Kill Remix.
Kill the
Kill
officer.
Remix. Kill, please. Yes!
He gets him.
Yes!
They're getting caught up in that Corn Brigade charge.
Oh, what are you doing? The Colquitt's Corn Brigade, Mr. Raptor here, yelling at a Union flag to run back, and the flag bearer did, and he died. Maybe their percentage will go down a decent way more.
I don't know that it is going to be even casualties though,
Great
because
shot,
CSA.
All right, so do we think there's going to be any team kills between First Delaware and the rest of the CSA team?
Let's see. Let's look at the chat here.
I expect to see Red Team kill all of First Delaware in one go. There they go. That's the last of the Union.
This was team killed by Red.
I knew it.
And charging at this point, 5th Virginia is not the play!
Yes! Yes!
Please, 5th Virginia, don't do what you're doing right now!
Yes!
Oh, God.
Yes! Yes!
One more.
Oh, there's one more!
Setter, please don't!
On me.
Setter, don't do it!
I think that I hear the Union saying Friedrich.
Oh! Indeed. Keeping the flag safe, that's what you have to do. Oh, here they go. Are they going to volley or are they charging? I kind of can't tell. Oh, never mind. They're going back the other way.
No, they're not getting that thing back. No way.
No. And yep. That's
Texan's gonna give it a shot though. Let's see if he has what it takes. Oh no, he saw him shit his pants.
Oh!
Also, that charge in the center has a long tail. It's not very.
It does.
Oh.
He still has guys coming in, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Was up on the snake rail fence to directly contest the CSA through the open.
Okay, here we are live in the second round. Sorry if the highlight reels in between were a little loud. I forgot to turn the volume down. So, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, everyone's T-posing. Anyways.
Oh.
You might want to jump out and rejoin unless you want T-posing in the final.
All right. I am going to quickly exit the game and rejoin. We're going to go back to those highlight reels. Anyways, I will
Eagle
be right
sucks at
back.
his job. You heard it here.
Hey.
Right
with those
there.
4 guys coming out for the Union.
Oh, here's that story.
How many fucking men? That's 6! I'm on a fucking ride!
5th NC Huncho in front going in here. Some HG guys in the barn. Will Huncho go in? Yes, he will.
Fucking cucks.
Huncho gets 1 kill.
There's no fucking way.
Sausage Brigade's gonna win this.
That Lamat was not of much service there.
That was
friend. I'm
Lamat
sorry.
too?
Yeah, that was Lamat.
You didn't fucking make it, did ya? Come here! What the?
Steph Star is trash talking.
He's inspiring the men.
I think he'd inspire both sides. It's kind of funny too, because Zepster's just walking to the left and to the right. He's not even doing anything. He's just beautiful. Just with the sides flip. There is a CSA Rambo. Can we catch him before he dies? Wow.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Wait. You're gonna die now. Wait. Yeah, we both missed.
Zapstar's still just getting it. He's still just knocking him down. Still in the fight. I actually thought the Confederates were going to win that whole little engagement. Up, and Zapstar wins the fucking...
Zapstar wins.
Where you going, bud?
Beautiful.
He carried that moment.
There's a ride of the Valkyries. I don't know, but here they go.
Oh god.
They're going to wipe out the division. They have no chance.
Okay. We are back in the game. So, briefly before we load back in, the attacking time of Jackson's division was 31 minutes and 53 seconds. So basically, what that means is that if 12th VA wants to win, they need to capture the point before the 13 minutes and 7 seconds timer, assuming we don't go down the final push. So that is where we're at in this round.
And interestingly, number 1, CSA has taken up almost the exact same defensive positions as we saw in the first round. But even more interestingly and unusually, the USA is sitting on their side of the creek shooting it out.
Yeah, it's 12th VA indeed. The sides have switched. The 12th VA is leading the attacking team now. JD is leading the defense. So that was a very interesting strategy that we have indeed missed. But rest of the Union sitting on their time. Of course, I think 12th VA definitely has some time to relax.
Is the CSA artillery counter-battering? I don't know what else they could shoot from all the way back here. They haven't even moved their guns and they're shooting.
Why would you be
already.
counter-battering? Here they go.
That would be a waste of time.
And you can hear the glorious corn chant from the 30th Ohio and 8th Ohio.
Is it going to be left or right?
They're going left.
Left. That volley was very ineffective.
Yeah.
One man goes right. Don't worry, one man goes right.
He's going to debate the
Two
whole
men.
CSA team.
Look at this. CSA is already forming up on the road down there. They're going to try and trap him as they get there.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're going to charge out of bounds to try and kick him off immediately.
Not.
They did not get any kills with that volley, though.
Yeah, so Sussy Brigade on this far right side. Union's engaging. Some Union
Fifth and
model
sixth
liners
charging
starting.
in though. Some of them went straight into the
Union
forest.
needs to charge this group on the road immediately. They shouldn't sit down there. Charge them. Those are easy kills for you, and those are tickets.
They're just Sussy Brigade's
But they're
gonna
just
get loads.
reforming.
They're gonna get loads.
You can't just reform here, guys. They're standing in the road 10 yards from you. Go charge them.
Wow, Red's holding fire. He's gonna volley. I mean, Union, you can't even see them.
Look at this. CB's not even going for them. They're just going round the side.
No shot. No shot.
And now 59th is charging. The 9th Corps guys are still down on the bank.
This is so chaotic.
59th is trying to kill their flags. They're going down to the bank to try and kill the flags.
Wow.
Brigade's going all the way up top.
Yeah, Corn Brigade doesn't even know they're being chased right now. The
Oh my
CSA is behind them.
They're still going. But if we look at the tickets, this is still great for Union.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, Union's doing exactly what you need to do. Corn Brigade, I think, now realizing that they're being charged from behind. And so they're now turning around and trying to wipe that. CSA reinforcements moving in from the left side. IVB guys coming in the wiping.
Wiping up Corn Brigade. Here comes the rest of the CSA. First CMR and JD.
So they wipe the Union up top. You do have a couple Union 12th VA guys on the bottom. They have
a fair
flag.
amount of them, actually. There's about 20, 25 down there.
The Union?
Yeah, look further down the bank.
Oh, crap. Yeah, they got 2 flags there. Huh.
I think all of their flags are still up. But look at this. Yeah, CSA is going to charge down to try and kick him off the bank.
IVB wiping 12th VA. JD by side.
Do they know that there's more of them on their right?
I'm sure they can probably guess it.
The Union guys don't. The Union guys aren't even aware that their group on the right is being charged, and now they're being charged.
Oh, McPhail tried to sneak in there.
We love McPhail.
And this would be really bad for Union if they get kicked off the bank and lose all their flags, because they're going to have to start from scratch all over again. And actually, there's a numbers imbalance for the first time. There's an 8-man difference right now in favor of the CSA.
Not terrible, though. Not terrible.
Let's see. CSA's got 15
IVB's going
artillery.
back in. IVB's going in again. Sevi leading them in. I think they'll get wiped there. There's enough Union to wipe them if they get it right.
Yeah.
And that honestly might put CSA down a morale state this early.
That is not what you want. I mean, IVB's doing very well for them being outnumbered the way they are.
Yeah, I think the Union just wasn't ready there at all, but look at that. There's
Here
more
comes some
coming
more.
in. More, and they're all out of line right now. They're all out of line. Those are really bad tickets to lose.
Yeah, here comes
the whole group.
CMR.
Gonna wipe them off the bank. This is
together.
very much a time play. They're just trying to make the Union have to reset all the way back because it's a long run.
Good. That's what you gotta do.
And Union guys that are now getting to the bridge, they are gunning it across the bridge. We'll see what the big blobs do, though.
They think that the Union is still up. I think. I don't think they've been communicated with yet that the Union have lost their position and their flags. Oh, one flag's making it out though. An MSG guy's getting away with the flag.
He's stopping. Why are you stopping?
But
Confederates
look at
engaged.
that, engaged at 36 minutes. That is early.
That's not too bad. Especially if the Union's been wiped. But a lot of the CSA are still over here on the right. They need to get a little closer to that bridge. Union's starting to come across now.
Going.
And there's about no CSA ready to defend that bridge.
And they're going to the right now.
I know half of the CSA team has buck and ball, but they're not getting close with it. I don't know which Georgia regiment has it, but be a nice thing to keep up close, especially with those new fancy updates.
Union going left again. I think this is a mistake. I think the
Left?
CSA is going to keep doing what they've been doing.
Oh,
no,
they're splitting up.
They're
They're splitting up.
Sausage running right across the front.
Oh, they're getting
Most
2
of
of their
them are
flags.
going right, actually.
They got
yeah,
2
they're
of their
trying to
flags.
get back to the flags. That's what.
Sir, who has the flag for the Union? Run them back, Duke.
The Union group on the right is going to break through this right side force, though. They definitely have them outnumbered. It's JD on the far right, facing off with them.
There's one coming up on the left.
I mean, CSA is certainly being more active in the defense here, trying to pin them down on the bank. But I still question why they're letting them get over the bridge so easily. Sevi's charging in again to try and take out that flag group. And for some reason, the Union guys just stopped on the bank again and reloaded. They know what the CSA is going to do.
I mean, tickets are definitely a lot closer than last game. We're 10 minutes into the match so far.
Although at this point last game, the Union had the stone wall in the orchard, and that's why the tickets got so out of hand.
Yeah, that's very true. If the Confederates can keep an even fight like this, it'll be very impressive. It'll be very helpful, especially towards the end of the game when both sides get close to the final stage.
And the Confederates can afford. The Confederates can afford to play aggressively on the defense here because they don't need to win. They just need it to take.
Oh, look at this. IVB is posting up right above the bridge.
As CB are crossing,
look
at that artillery shot.
There we go. Knocking everybody
that
down.
knocked all of them down as CB get across. They don't get any shots into CB.
I am depressed.
IVB posted up right on top of the bridge. 2 artillery shells landed above him, knocked them all down, and CB charged him to wipe them. And look at that ticket drop as a result.
So, the question being, is artillery worth the manpower?
On a map like this, absolutely.
That's
absolutely.
So, that artillery shot just single-handedly changed the course of this. I mean, if we're looking
Well, it was a mix of that and the charge on the far right. The charge on the far right certainly also dropped tickets.
Confederates still have a decent hold. They're just very spread out. A lot of their guys on the CSA
but that
right.
instantly accelerated the tickets. We were saying how close it is. Now it's half a morale state difference.
So the CSA on the right side falling back. Union towing to the right side of this bridge. Trying to reform here. They have a somewhat sizable force, but nothing major.
The thing is for Union, I think the right side is a trickier charge if the CSA is set and ready for it.
And CSA as of now is not. JD having 5 or 6 guys left, and they are falling back.
Because all the Union actually has to do on this far right is sit on the fence line, and the Union has no real charge on that far right if the CSA sits on the fence.
And Confederates reforming on the snake fence on that corner position. Corden, what do you think?
I think CSA should have just been aggressive at this Union group that's on their left side. They don't have to charge them out, but at least, group up and shoot them out. Because the other half of the Union is still across the bridge trying to get to the mouth of it.
Yeah, the CSA it's interesting because they went so aggressive early and now they've suddenly stepped back completely. I think part of it is they're trying to keep Union confused because Union is now expecting them to make those charges on the riverbank, and so they're sitting back being a little more conservative and a little more cautious as a result, which is wasting more time for the CSA.
But we're almost at the 15-minute mark. Looks like some 9th Corps guys, MSG, the 2 leaders here, MSG leader and the guy in charge of 51st. No, he's not. He's has officers. He's in charge of 51st. They are scouting, but they're just.
God damn it, brother!
And they just got team killed by an MSG guy.
Lovely. That's how the CSA wins this game.
And in fact, he didn't even kill the scout. He killed the officer.
I see that was a Mississippi guy brigade.
So we have CSA Rambos here. What are we doing, guys? Oh, I guess this is artillery. We have Josie.
You can't just sit down there all day. You got to start moving now. They seem a little disorganized right now about what it is they're going to do. They got to get back on the aggressive. They know they don't have that much time. I mean, they now have what, 16 minutes remaining?
They're doing a speech. Let them cook. Let them cook. Yeah, there they go.
Right.
16 minutes is not a long time on this map.
Yeah, they're about halfway.
Because if you get wiped once, you're gonna have to make a 3-minute run, 4-minute run back every time.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So we're about
That's the
halfway.
time you take to regroup.
Up goes Union. That was a Union artillery shot that landed right on top of their own guys there. I don't think it team killed anyone though.
But Union's going right into this long CSA line.
Yeah, you would
straight up into it.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying about the right side. If the CSA is set on that fence line, that is an impossible charge for Union.
CSA getting hit in the center of their line. CSA's collapsing.
And look at that smart move from the far right side. The IVB guys pull back behind the stone wall immediately so they don't lose it. But they might lose the fence as a result because they're getting round the flank on the fence.
Even if they lose the fence, they can still shoot from the stone wall at those.
Yeah,
Union
but
groups.
losing the fence is going to lose them a lot of tickets.
IVB is going back up and over, and it looks like they're going to try to hit the Union from behind. They kind of split off their charge there.
Some of the
CSA is
59
going to go take losses here, which is,
some of
I mean,
some of the
good
59
time
was
for them.
charging out of the
I
Union.
think Confederates are going to win this, though. IVB's swinging down like a
They,
door.
they will win it, but taking losses, and they have 15 minutes to capitalize on that. More than 15 minutes, in fact.
They gotta wipe Union and then keep pushing.
It's not going to be a good wipe for the CSA. It's going to be a tough one for them.
Because they're spread out as well. A lot of these guys are dying and skirmishing are out of line. I would expect to see the CSA tickets go down a lot more. But you would say they've achieved their goal of kicking the Union back off the position again. What they need to do now is actually hold that bridge like we talked about. They can't just let the Union get across every time.
Yes, they have so much time now with all. Like, look how far Union has to run now. There's no one even close to the bridge. So CSA has a lot of time to get their numbers back up and regroup near that bridge and hold it.
So,
Ah, shit. Oh, wait.
You good, Gordon?
Oh, I thought my internet was cutting out.
Oh.
Everyone was like standing still. Like, crap, no one can hear me.
So,
CSA is a little slow moving back out here.
They
They're
got-
starting. IVB is moving down to the riverbank now.
we got Sneaky Rice here, or Sticky Rice. They don't see him yet, but I mean, Confederates have time. They don't need to be terribly quick. I mean, Union is still very, very spread out here. Union having a couple guys on the other side of the bridge. They have 2 flags.
What a fine day to die, Jebediah.
So it looks like IVB sees them. Shots going back and forth.
Independent fire.
First Cherokee mounted rifles engaging.
I'm wondering if IVB is going to make that charge onto the riverbank again to try and kick off that last Union bastion.
Union starting to
do
go across
have-
the bridge.
Union do have 2 flags down there, so they will be regrouping guys.
Yeah, I would think you'd want to push them out. At least try. I don't know how.
CSA is taking up the original positions. They've got a whole unit off on the far right. 59th is off on their far right, which is not where any of the fighting is going to be happening right now.
Yeah, defeating in detail would be a great thing for CSA to do right now. That'd be the easiest way for them to get tickets.
Yep.
But they got to do it now before the rest of the Union gets there. If they don't go now, they're not going to get the chance.
Yep, because here comes the
Although
whole
actually,
Union team.
Union is stopping on the wall. A lot of Union is stopping on the wall to get their kits. They're not even going straight across.
Let's see what the bulk of the rest of the Union does. They're holding.
Sussy's getting kind of
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
all
close
stopping to get
the bridge.
kits. Again, as what I would expect to see, if they're this close, like the 59th guys, for example, the Sussy guys who are on this right side, they're very close to the bridge. I would think as Union starts to cross, they then move out to get above the bridge and start shooting down.
At least get closer to it.
Because
Yeah.
the
Make sure you
shots
get
from
as
that
many
angle are
shots
not
going through.
that good. There's defilade, there's bushes, there's rocks to contend with. You're not actually getting a ton of kills with that.
And here comes the
Yes.
Union. I think their IC officer thinks, yep, here they
Yep,
come.
they're going again. Does Sussy move out in time? They are moving out, but I think a lot of them are reloading currently. Most of them don't have shots.
CSA needs to change positions.
USA is going left. USA is going left.
Wait, they're charging
think
straight
they're-
at them.
This is getting
Yeah,
a little
they're going,
closer.
I think their plan is if they wipe through that group, they will probably be breaking and they might be able to instantly cap point. and win.
Union hit taking losses.
Let's see what happens here with CSA tickets. Because that Sussy group, if that Sussy group does not move, which they are now, they'll
Oh.
get wiped.
Sussy's running back. They're going to lose that side now.
It's a chance for the Union to shoot into
And
their rear as well.
IVB is trying to hit
Oh,
this
hold on.
charge's flank.
Now might be a good time for Sussy to turn around.
Union needs to know that they're coming into their flank because if they turn and meet them, that's going to be good tickets for them.
Yeah, that's the entire
Union.
rest of the CSA team coming in.
Look at this. Union guys are going to run up the far right and try and get into the orchard while that charge is going on. And they have flags down there.
Was that Confederate? I don't know.
CSA all over halfway through taking losses from that one charge. But they've closed up the ticket gap again.
Wow, that's crazy. And where's that Union? Wow, Union is essentially wiped from the battlefield except for the tiny portion on this right side.
And that portion needs to get up into that orchard right now with the flags, but they're not. The Ninth Corps guys are sitting there waiting for orders from the looks of it.
So, JD and the Confederate team has to hold out for 12 minutes.
Yeah, 12 more minutes, and I think the Union might have a hard time getting them all the way to last stand, but you only need to get them breaking to cap point and win.
So, will the Confederates... The two IVB guys are playing the sound pad of the same song, like slightly off though. Well, one of them was singing, I don't know. But Union, do they have any flags down here? I don't think they do. Where's the? I thought they had a flag. I guess not. Huh?
No, doesn't look like Union has any
look at-
flag.
oh, Corporal Money from MSG just got assassinated. So, Union having no flags here. They have 11.5 minutes to win this game for 12th VA to win the championship, or else JD will win it based on tiebreaker rules, assuming 12th VA wins. But
It's going to be close. It's going to be very close, I think.
this is phenomenal. We are very glad the defenders didn't win the first round. The rules are a little jank, but
Union's done a smart thing here as well. Look, they've busted holes in the fence on their run back to the bridge.
Yep,
on their
that-
side,
Yeah,
or the other.
yeah, they've put holes in the fence on the road so they can run through them where they're all running through right now.
I never realized there was a fence there.
What?
This guy got hit from Union. He's like,
Eagle, have you ever played this game?
no, I've just spectated. I actually have level 0. Is that even possible? Level 1. And is that
And this is
Union?
the man who makes tier lists. Unbelievable.
You're proud of your tier, and you know that.
E-tier.
E-tier.
In fact, Ninth Corps has an accolade called E-tier because the day after you did that tier list, we went 6-0 that weekend.
Exactly. That's the purpose of it, right? We told the units that we wanted to do good, and we wanted them to do good, and they did good. Look at that.
Here we go. I wonder if Union just charges straight in again, puts them in braking, and tries to get to point.
It
he's
wouldn't
gonna lead
surprise
it.
me. They got 10 minutes. Plenty of time to work with.
They gotta keep the charge train going now and just keep the
charge
aggression.
train.
CB is not going with them. CB needs to get a fucking shift on here.
Nice canister shot, hitting a couple. A lot of the
Look at that
making
Union
cross-
ticket drop. Union just dropped so many tickets there crossing the bridge.
Whoa, poop. Oh my god.
Bus, what are you doing here?
Oh my, who won the first one?
The attackers.
JD.
Who was the JD?
Yeah,
JD?
Bus, introduce yourself.
This is bushaunts.org. Oh my god, JD won the first one with how much time?
31 minutes. They took
Wow.
31 minutes to win. We're currently at 23 minutes
Wow.
down, and
Union-
both sides are low taking losses.
Union got decimated going across the bridge. There's barely any Union on the other side with one flag. More
CB is
Union
now
starting
coming
to
across,
go.
but look at the sussy. Look at the sussy position though. That's a great position overlooking the bridge.
Artillery's
Think
not
it,
there.
dream it,
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Think it,
Half
dream
of
it,
Corn
do
Brigade's getting shot up, and Corn Brigade's charging up. Are they charging on all fronts?
Yeah, they're charging immediately.
Is
The
he-
guys on the riverbank are not charging.
Oh my goodness. This is a big blunder, And Union
just
might hit braking
disorganized.
first.
They are gonna.
it. Which side is Sussy on? That's the important thing.
They're on the CSA side, the
CSA.
second map.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We just complimented Sussy.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Alhamdulillah, haunts.org.
Yeah.
Wow,
Plus, you want
think
to know
it,
the best? You want to know
dream
the
it,
best news,
do it.
Bus?
Bus?
What?
We are live streaming tonight, which means anything controversial you say cannot be edited out.
Think it, dream it, do it. Think it,
This is-
dream it, do it.
This is funny too, because there's a 5-minute delay on the stream. Star's going down. He's killing these Union guys.
Whoa!
This is really funny, right? Normally, I stream in a Discord call and other co-announcers watch my stream, but I'm not doing that. And Bus is just kind of making stuff up on the fly. He can't. This is great.
Did you just see that?
Union hits braking
Did you
first.
just
Wow.
see that?
They were half a
Union
morale
just
state
hit
up 5
braking
minutes ago.
first. Union just did you
And
see
Confederates
that?
charging down. They're going to try to wipe the Union on the riverbank.
Oh my god!
love it.
Oh my god! They're gonna wipe him. Oh my god! They're gonna wipe him.
And
Go
yeah,
on, Confed.
Union get completely wiped. Confederates still at taking losses.
Onslaught
20
org.
minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Remember, if that black timer gets down to the 13-minute and 7-second marker, assuming Union doesn't hit final push, which might very well be likely here.
CSA has to hold this for 7 more minutes here. 7 more minutes and they win.
7 more minutes.
I think a big blunder from the Union there was having 2 groups charging across at different times.
Yeah, and they didn't all charge.
yeah.
Even when they got one group across and then CB went, they didn't all charge together. CB went alone, and then the group on the riverbank got wiped separately.
And it's
I think
kind
they
of
got to stop going right now. They got to go left instead. The right side's too defended now.
it's kind of surprising to see that because 12th VA and Corn Brigade work so well with each other, and so seeing something like that is a crazy thing to witness.
This
Confederates
is
reforming.
what I'm seeing here is desperation from the Union now. They're getting a little desperate. Look at this. They're going straight across, but half the team is still back near spawn.
Confederates are reforming. They're going to the left now.
More canister nailing the Union as they cross the bridge. Look at
Nice
those Union
shot from
tickets.
Union artillery. Confederates still not out breaking though. I mean, Union.
Because Union's not getting any kills on them. They're running across the bridge and just being slaughtered.
Confederates aren't really doing as much damage as last time, however.
Well, I think they're trying to sit higher up the hill and just make Union have to come to them, make it take longer. Like, it's all about time now. They got to hold this for 6 more minutes and they win.
I have so much stamina. Is almost here in full.
And Union on the flip side, what Union has to do here, make a single major charge, push through the middle, take point and win the game. They cannot wait any longer. They just have to push through.
Ceci's already taking position on the far CSA right. Make sure they can't get flanked.
And they're taking
And
shots
already
to
Union
right.
pushing up.
Here
Okay,
Here's Fuse.
CB going with them. That'll be enough to take the CSA to breaking.
Yep,
but
there
I
they
don't know
go.
if it's going to be enough for them to be able to cap the point off them.
Again, I'm kind of surprised we saw them spread out as is, but this is like watching the beginning of the game all over again.
Look at this. CSA coming in on their flank again. IVB,
But
5th VA, all those guys coming back in. Union is going to get wiped there again, I would imagine. Maybe not, actually.
I mean, they know they're there this time. It's not like they're being hit in the flank.
This is going to do damage to the CSA tickets. It might get them to last stand, but either way, I don't think it's going to be enough time for the last stand to have any real meaning. The big thing that has
Look
an
at
impact in
that.
that charge is that the Union already used their shots and the CSA didn't. So the CSA got to volley them before the charge.
Yeah,
Union-
CSA is now ahead on tickets.
By a long way. Look at that.
CSA's not going to hit last stand here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You
They
know,
might before the end of the game, but I don't think it's going to be enough time to have
Yeah.
any difference made in their last stand.
what a win. So,
Well, it's not a win yet. All they have to do is win a charge and cap point. Like what we're forgetting here, you can see it, and we have seen it before, where the Union gets a last-ditch charge, pushes right up the middle, kicks them off point, and the CSA has to make a desperate counter move and loses it. But with what now 4 minutes to go, not good for the Union.
Yep, they need to form up all together and then go together.
no, I think
They
Union...
can't panic and just rush
Okay,
rush
so
one at a time. Yeah.
here's our thing, right? So it's 11 man in balance. It's growing from it's growing very slowly. It's within 10 now. But Union has 9 guys on artillery. CSA has 15.
Yeah,
Union,
infantry numbers are very even.
yeah.
And to be honest, the CSA artillery has not had a huge impact. A few really good canister shots on the bridge, but other than that, and look at this, CSA charges the remaining guys off the riverbank again. And that's more out of line tickets, which is getting the Union closer and closer to final push and dropping their time.
Look at the ticket differential here. Wow.
It has totally flipped. It was half of Morale State the other way, what, 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. Wow. If you... I shouldn't say anything yet. Trusty says the fence segment there and the little sapling next to it can be seen in one of the gardener's photographs. I spent quite a bit of time recreating it. Is he talking about this thing here? The, sorry, the Union side of the bridge, the one fence with the little tree by it. You see what I'm talking about? I can
Wait. There's a lot of fences with trees.
Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay, I'm sharing it now in Discord. This thing right here. I wonder if that's what...
Here they go. Here they go.
But this will probably do it. They got 2.5 minutes to win this game.
I don't see it, and I think they have to go right and wipe them in detail here, but I don't see them getting it done at this point. They're going to take a full round of shots before they get there. I don't know that they're going to have the manpower to do it. They have two.
CSA is pushing straight up into the Union right here.
Which is the smart thing to do. They're just going to pin them on the bank. And Union can't afford to regroup on the bank here. They have 2 minutes to win the game, and they're just trying to reform again.
Yeah, they still have so many people coming from their spawn. Yeah, at least 30.
Yeah.
Plus the guys they have on artillery.
Yes.
They're already moving a cannon up. Why are they doing that?
Now look how many Union guys are still trying to trickle across the bridge as Union tries to hit the full CSA force, and we are down.
You know something? I think this is going to be another 2-0 for JD. I think they're going to have gone 2-0.
Union hitting final push. Crap. What time was that? 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, basically, there's 1.5 minutes left, basically.
Yeah. So.
I mean, not that I think it matters. I think CSA is actually going to hold this for the rest of the game. I don't think they're going to lose.
So if we get to the 3-minute mark, it's probably confirmed that JD wins this. And I mean, at this point, wow. You know,
yeah, I can't see a way that CSA lose this.
You know, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that we would see a JD 12th VA final, that would have been shocking to me. On top of that, seeing a JD coming in here. JD, if they win this game, will be 7-0 in the season. They've won every matchup in this event. They're going to be the only group to go undefeated so far in a BLN Wednesday event. Like, if you would have told me this is insane. 30 seconds left until we can probably confirm JD victory, but wow. Union's just forming up on their side of the bridge. Wow. Also, we will have a ceremony after this. You'll see it from my in-game perspective if you'd like to stay for that. But, wow.
God bless.
Well done.
And the CSA, after some early hiccups, did exactly what we thought they should do. They've held close to the bridge. They've put a stop to every Union attempt to cross it and just wiped them before they ever got up there. And even early they were doing that. You know, charging them off the riverbank, I think, was really smart.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's probably time.
JD.
But, I mean,
wow.
CSA is going to go last stand here with a couple more kills, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, JD's just going to try to outright win this game. And here goes the Union with one desperate charge to try to win the game.
Again, look how many guys are still coming across. Like, they're still 20, 30 guys short on their full force. And look at that canister shot. My God.
That was a good one.
There's one CSA gun, I don't know which one it is, that has absolutely shredded the bridge with canister in the second half of this match.
And Union split up, some charging up to the point, and that's what they should do, some trying to go to the riverbank.
Union are not even going to make it, I don't think. I don't think they'll even make it to point. I think the CSA will just stop them cold.
Wow.
They still have guys coming back from spawn. There's still guys who aren't even to the bridge yet.
1.5 minutes left. Confederates forming up a massive group.
Yeah,
JD coming in for a flank.
There goes the Union. That's the last of the Union, guys.
1.5 minutes. Wow.
From what I could tell, that was Panzer with that last canister shot.
That was Panzer?
Or GB, well, GB, at the very least. Venom and Panzer, it looks like.
And Napoleon
is totally wiped.
Napoleon's trying to get some Union guys up here, but wow. Yeah, Union's just trying to stream across the bridge. 1 minute left here in the game. No way.
I would say one of the things we're seeing here is how much impact it's had having the big units on their team. IVB is a really big unit. Sussy, although they do have multiple different units, they play together on the regular and they grouped up very well. Having those masses of firepower really helped the CSA out here on defense.
I wouldn't really say that because like 12th VA and Corn Brigade are huge groups on CSA. Let me share my screen for you, Flatland.
I was about to say, did the server?
Oops, guys, the server crashed. I guess we got to do the championship again.
Rematch.
Rematch. But what a win. 15 seconds left on the clock. Wow. That is overtime. No, I mean, CSA countercharging now. They're going to
Get across
outright.
the bridge. CSA's got to get on the other side of the bridge to win this in the hearts of their victims as well.
Wow. No words can describe what I'm thinking and feeling right now. Huge 2-0 by JD, going 7-0 in the season and winning the Battle Line Wednesday Season 2 Championship. Wow. Prantley, your thoughts for the second round?
Yeah, I think the Union played well early. I think they got themselves in a solid position, and then they just let it slip. I mean, they got wiped up there a couple times. They lost their flags, and then the CSA made a really, really good response of just being like, we're going to go sit at the bridge and not let them get across here again. And from that point on, the Union never got a successful bridge crossing without being wiped within, what, 2-3 minutes of having crossed the bridge. And that just, I mean, we saw the ticket switch, and that was just brutal for them.
Indeed. Corded, your thoughts? Quick thoughts.
JD did a great job at putting up an aggressive defense when they know they needed to. That's the gist of it. And that's how they won the map.
Yeah, great win. We'll see you in the event ceremony. Here are some more highlights.
SR's on those rocks and there's Union in front, but I bet they're still shooting at that cannon down the road.
Let's see. What was
Can't even see it, but they're probably still shooting at it. Actually, they probably
Oh.
can't see it. Oh my god.
Yeah, one's coming over. Everybody shoot yet. That's cool.
Bro, that Rambo though.
I'm dead again.
Hey, look out.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Oh! Oh, you got the kill.
I love how the dead bodies, the ones screaming, get out of there.
Hey, how's your day going?
Oh.
Hey, how's your day going?
Hey,
how's your day going?
Here comes ANV. Chance, I think I see. Well, I hope their days were going well.
Shoot 'em, boys. Shoot 'em.
Not anymore. Keep going.
Bigger question, why isn't CSA going?
Yeah, why isn't CSA wiping IVB? Even if they just get on the wall, they'll have shots.
IVB's still sitting there shooting. Exactly, get on the wall.
Do something!
This man wants a milkshake.
He wants a milkshake. The ghosts have anti them. Because everybody that plays that event is dead inside.
Hey! Hey, good artillery, good job.
A big bada boom! What a good way to end that GOA tension.
I think our artillery for CSA, I would give them a 6 out of 10. You know, and that's a high rating from myself. You know, the music during the Civil War time, very diverse.
Yeah, honestly. You know, the CSA, or the Union regiments were very diverse people.
Of course, of course. And Confederates are just, looks like they're just trying to pile in. They have enough of a lead where this is fine.
They're just gonna pile drive that corner. There's so many different songs, I don't know how to dance to it.
And look at this, look at this, look over at Rix. He's looking at a Reb right in front of him. He has not shot him, he's looking at oh no! Would have definitely afforded to just push forward, wipe out that Union group, and they would have had the advantage on tickets here. And then look over there in the far east, you have a group quick timing it down the hill. They're quick timing it down the hill, Eagle.
No way!
They're
Let me
quick
guess.
timing it down the hill.
Let me guess. 79th. It is.
Yeah, they're quick timing it down the hill. Look at him go.
Oh, someone's double quicking. He's gone. He's gone. Oh, they're double quicking now. They're double quicking.
They're picking up this.
It's going to the sprint.
Wow, fuck. And over here on the far west, the Union is laying it in pipe for pipe against the Rebs, getting laid out right now. I'm watching a strategic masterclass here from the 79th New York. Once again, no hate, but this is just so entertaining.
Here comes Coco.
Here comes Private Coco. Once again, here he goes with the shot. Does he hit it?
Oh! Promote this man. Who's the Union Rambo out in the distance? Colt here from the 79th. Kills
Oh, and
Archer.
he kills one.
What a shot.
Volunteer Colt.
Oh,
leading
here
the
goes
way.
over the
Here he goes,
officer.
running up
Here
to
goes the officer.
Does he get the kill?
Oh.
Robbie and Slinky Malinky, one of the new recruits for K Company, the 59th. Private Robbie, look at this guy, straight up beast, maneuvering, bouncing like a snake in a cornfield, avoiding the shots of the rebels. Now he's kind of looking at them, baiting them to move forward and charge him. Private Robbie still in the
Oh, no.
Slinky Malinky does not see the flag go down. He could have earned himself a medal there. I saw that, Slinky. I'm disappointed.
Sad.
Here goes Private Luke in the 59th. Here he goes. He's about to kill Coco.
No!
Oh, he gets Coco.
Oh, go for
Oh,
the
yeah,
Union
they
Artillery.
are.
Go for the Union
Yeah, they
Artillery.
are.
Go.
Oh, if the
Diffuse. Here's Diffuse. Come on, Diffuse. Pull that fucking butt. Pull it. No, he can't.
I don't think he has to load it.
Big D. Can I get in here, boys? All right, cool. I'd like to say thank you everyone for showing up for another glorious championship matchup. Congrats to Jackson's division. They went 7-0 this season. They're undefeated, winning the championship. Big huzzah to them. Also, 12th VA made it a long way, winning great matches in the playoffs. So, a great... This was a phenomenal championship matchup. I'm glad the way the season went. Thank you all for participating. Looking forward next season, we got a lot of new regiments, 2 servers. We're going to do divisions, conferences. It's going to be great. So with that being said, who is the leader of Jackson Division? D's or Remix? Who would like to come forward? D's? Hell yeah. So D's, would you like to give any words? Any words?
Yeah, hats off to our opponents, 12th VA. You guys did amazing. We had a lot of great units fighting with us. 9th Corps, IVV, Sussy. Great fight with you guys. And we will see you guys next season.
Huzzah to that. So, last thing before we call it off for a night. One quick thing. This was live streamed. I'm going to keep it up. So just check it out if you want to watch any of the footage from this event after. And D's, would you like to lead everyone in a volley?
Sure. All right, boys. Make ready.
Oh boy, here we go.
Take aim. And fire.
So, with that all being said, thank you everyone to watching tonight's broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. It was a great fun this season too. We'll be coming back next week in season 3. I won't be here. I'll be off in college. However, we'll try to make sure both matches are broadcasted. We'll have a preseason match next week, and then we'll start the season from there. With that being said, thank you all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Go in the description. Join our Discord. Support us on Patreon. Get behind the scenes and videos before everyone else. And yeah, thank you guys for a great summer.